what have I been doing today? Well, it's now the afternoon, coming up to 3 o'clock. When it comes to the jukebox, I've been doing absolutely nothing, because I've just been trying a few other things that I've been thinking about. So I got these blank black business cards from the Chinese supermarket. I got a crap load of them for I don't know, a couple of quid. So I thought, ooh, I wonder, and I was just thinking, I gave them a coat in that old Generite rust stuff. That will give me something to practice me corrosion on, and that new thing that is coming today that ain't here yet. And then I thought, oh, I wonder. So I cut the Vault-Tec logo in it. That was on the normal settings of 80% power, and I thought, I wonder if I undercoat it and turn it down to 5% power like I did with the wood, and I got that. And then I thought, alright, let's try 10% power, and then I got that, which I don't know what I like the best out of them two. The light refracts off of that more, but that's obviously a more blue colour. But yeah, so that's all I've been doing, and I've tried a little, hold it, that ain't going to come out too well from that angle. Let's take you off of there, put you over there. I've done a little, I've sort of been practicing with a resin like I did with the 3D prints, but this is like a laser cut, obviously, and with that little tea light inside. And I don't think that looks too bad. The missus wanted something with plants on, lights on, or leaves rather. So I've done that, made quite a few mistakes with it, so I've got another one cutting at the moment that I want to paint white first, because I tried painting that white afterwards and it's nah, so I'm going to paint it white beforehand, and then yeah, so the missus quite likes it anyway. So that's all I've been doing today, absolutely nothing with that, because I thought I'd give myself a break. But there are them Vault-Tec things again, up close, or as close as you can get with this. And I'm just waiting for that corrosion thing to come. I do like that one because it looks like it's got rust spots in the actual logo, but okey cokey. So that's it for today basically. Well, that's the other one done, painted beforehand, and I don't know whether you can see the difference. That one's frosted, because that one's clear, because I just poured it on this and it went everywhere underneath, but it stayed clear. Now I use masking tape on the back of that one, and it looks like the resin has reacted with the adhesive, because it's done some weird things in a few places, especially on this one, like here, and that it's done some right weird stuff, sort of bubbled up. So it's either reacted with the adhesive, or I had the light too close and that's heated up the adhesive on the masking tape too much and that's reacted. So that's what I'm going to test next, but not tonight, because now it's coming up to 4:30. So that'll be it for today. I'll probably tag this on to a longer one when we get back to the jukebox. I haven't filmed anything today really, apart from this. I've been down here, I don't know, for 4 or 5 hours, but I haven't been working on the jukebox. I've just been listening to it. And what have I been doing? I've been mainly mucking about with resins and laser cutting. So that's for one of the little tea lamps. But when I put the UV resin in the last one, it is a reaction to the adhesive underneath, because I tested it with one of them business cards underneath and it's perfect. But so I'm going to try that on them when I break it down. I've just been mucking about with some rust effects on one of the cards. I used some pigment and I put some pigment fixer on it, but as you can see that goes all shiny. I'm just mucking about with that. Mucked about with a back of the Vortex card. I must take that with me to see whether that QR code works. Maybe you can whack your camera up the screen. I don't think it is going to work though. So I've just and what else have I been doing? I've done some maintenance on this. I cleaned all the rails and re-oiled them with a light oil. I've cleaned the laser. I've cleaned the bed. I think it was like, I don't know whether I told you, but I bought an aluminium plate from Screwfix and replaced, that was my old sacrificial bed, but I was a bit worried, it being wood, that at some point you can see like all the resins and all the stuff that come out when you're cutting, that it might catch fire. So it were about £6. I got a closure plate from Screwfix, cut that to size, and that's in the bottom now, and that seems to be working better. Up at the house I've also done some maintenance on my 3D printer. Same thing again, greased the x-axis and oiled the rails. I've got some more cards sprayed up down here for tomorrow. What else? I've got 2 new sound to light controllers coming from the Chinese supermarket, plus some other stuff which I can't really remember. Oh, I think it was some little bottles with small needle light applicators to see if I can decant that into one of them to get it into like the small bits, like the arms, it's like the legs and everything. And I think that is about it. As I said, this is the only filming I've done today because you wouldn't find the other stuff interesting. I did find a laser cut kerf test, which makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever, because even at 0.1 or minus 0.1 it's still loose. -2 is loose and 0.5 is massively loose, so that hasn't really helped me on the kerf. So what I've been doing is just a couple of little brushes with a sanding stick, and they seem to fit perfect. So until I get that sussed out, that's what I'm gonna keep on doing, and that's about it. I'll tag this onto yesterday's video, and I'll probably bung it at the start of a jukebox video. Oh, and the stuff I was waiting to come yesterday, which was like another rust effect, like it's supposed to be paint that actually oxidizes. That didn't come yesterday. I've checked the tracking, and it was a sorting office. It came from Royal Mail. It was a sorting office miles away, about 100, if not more, miles away. So I've checked again this morning, and now it's gone up to the Midlands, which is even further away. So nice one, Royal Mail. But I could have actually driven to the place and picked it up, but never mind. Yeah, and hopefully I'll get back to the jukebox tomorrow or a bit later in the week. What am I doing today, I hear you ask? More arty farty stuff. I've been trying to I'm just trying. I seem to be obsessed with corrosion and rust at the moment. I was just trying different things to try and get. Can't seem to get that Vault-Tec logo correct with the yellow showing through. That's about the closest I got out of 4 tries. One come out like hardly anything, which is that one, and then you got the one when I up the wattage. That has obviously come out the best, but it's got no yellow in it, what I wanted, and so that is all I've been doing. I've done another tea light that I coated in the red oxide and with the resin in it, so I'm going to try that. Yeah, so still nothing on that, but as I said, I've got a couple of controllers coming, and I've got another UV light, because the one I've got there at the moment is 20 watt and it's taking ages to cure the resin. So I've got 100 watt one coming, and we'll see if that makes any difference. But I have got to get round to that jukebox, do the artwork on that, whether I cock it up or not. I think that's what's stopping me. I'm afraid of cocking it all up, but I've got to a point now where even if I do, I don't really care, because I've built it. As I said, I've been wanting to build it for God knows how many years, about 10 years. And I think it's only because I've videoed it and I've put it up on YouTube that I've actually finished it. Otherwise, I would have probably stopped it again, like I have done about 5 times in the past. But because I had a YouTube channel, it's sort of given me the drive to carry on and actually finish it. So thank you, YouTube, for that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just doing some more arty stuff today, and tomorrow I think I'll just break the airbrush out and just go in, and if I muck it up, I muck it up. Really wish I could find them tickets, but I can't. So yeah, I'll just go ahead with stencils and maybe some album covers or something. Whatever I do, I've got a feeling it's going to end up looking tacky, but yeah. So the whole of this video is, well, now this is the 3rd day of arty stuff, not connected to the jukebox, but yeah, I'll up this as one video, I think, and that should be it for today, unless anything else crops up or I do something else that comes out good. And then yeah, that'll be it. I've just got to pluck up the balls to actually start spraying it. Alright, okie dokie. Well, yeah, look at that time, and I'm still down here. I've just been more arty stuff. I think I showed you beforehand, but that product I was waiting for actually turned up. Not really what I was expecting. It's the AK rust effect. Now, it's not, it is and it isn't. I wouldn't say it's a rust effect, it's like a corrosion effect. So to get the rust look, you would have to mix in pigments or, I don't know, dry brush, but I'm going to wait until it's 100% dry and then see what I can do with that. I've ordered some other stuff that looks a bit better. It's got like a metallic powder that you either mix with the glue or the paint, and it's got 3 different reagents that it looks like they actually produce different rust colours, which is what I'm after. But I don't know why all of a sudden the rust effect has taken over my life, but in there you get like an iron paint, that one, and you get a reagent, an oxidizing agent. So you slap that on first, wait for it to dry, and then you go over it with that, and it sort of gives you that textured effect, which you can probably quite easily get by getting a textured paint like I did, but it's a bit more pronounced than a textured paint, and you can build it up in certain areas. But yeah, what else have I done? I've got an image of my cat on slate. There she is. I put an epoxy coating over the top just to make it stand out a bit more. That eye's a bit dark though, so I might have to alter the settings. So late, I've even got my beer down here, and I've started something off to try, and I didn't realise it was 45 minutes for it to do, and there's still something else I want to do after that, so God knows what time I'll be out of here tonight. I'll cut another one of them. Don't know what colour I want to do that. I might get some light stone paint and try like a textured stone finish on them, but I don't know. And I forgot, tomorrow I've got to go round my mate's house, drain his central heating system down, cut in a drain point, and take 2 of his radiators off the wall. So he's having a load of building work done, so that's why I'm down here this late, because I really want to get on to that. But tomorrow will just be taken up with all what I've been doing now. So yeah, that's I thought I'd already recorded, well, I've already recorded and rendered a video, but I'll have to redo that and tag this bit on the end of it now, because across the all the days it's coming up to half hour, I should think, so that'll be enough for one video. But it's nothing's about the jukebox, it's just all the other stuff I'm trying, so I can never seem to work on one thing at a time. Apart, I've always got other things. Even when I was doing the jukebox, I was trying stuff on the laser cutter, an engraver, and yeah, that seems I've probably got ADHD undiagnosed for over half a century, but there you go. That's, and I ain't about to get diagnosed now, but I get super focused, and then I just drop it, and then get super focused again and move on to something else, then drop it, super focused, buy a load of shit for the stuff, drop it. So yeah, but anyway, I'm waffling on. Let's wrap this up, and hopefully the next one will be the artwork on the jukebox.